Here is from the New York Times. The violent protests grip UK in the wake of a knife attack at a dance class. But there's a lot of suspect things with this knife attack, or fake news has gone around about this knife attack. So basically, there was a knife attack, and it then was used as a spark that lit the fire of riots in England, of attacks, people aiming, kind of mobs basically trying to harm immigrants or refugees and, demanding they leave the country, etc. Some of it was pretty brutal. Here's the truth about the stabbing that a lot of people are ignoring. In the Southport stabbing Monday, 3 young girls were killed and another 8 children and 2 adults were injured when a 17-year-old who was born in Cardiff, Wales, which is part of the UK, and lived in a village near Southport, went on a rampage through the class. On Thursday, the police identified the suspect as Axel Muganwa Radakubana. But here's the thing. The right-wing lunatics that are now, the past several days, have been storming through the UK going after immigrants. They were claiming that the stabbing was done by a refugee, by an immigrant, recent immigrant. And instead, this is a British child. Yeah, guess what? Somebody with a name like Axel Radakubana can be a British child. He was born in Wales. He was born in Britain. It doesn't matter if his parents were refugees or immigrants. He is still a British citizen, born there, raised there, and also he's a child. There is this racist tendency to go, well, yeah, but he's not the kind of British that I'm okay with. So even if he was born here, he's not really from here. Guess what? Britain is heavily made up of a lot of immigrants nowadays. The U.S., of course, and you'd see the same thing with the U.S. if it happened here. If a 17-year-old with a funny sounding, to a lot of people, right, to the more white people in the country, with a funny sounding name, stabbed a bunch of kids and killed kids, you'd have a lot of racist people across America who don't think they're racist going, oh, they see evil immigrants. Evil immigrants came and they do bad things. Well, he was born I was using an example of the United States. So if the person was born in the United States, they are Americans. Like, it doesn't matter that you don't like their name. It doesn't matter that you don't like their skin color. We are an immigrant country. Throughout our history, 10 to 15% of everybody in the United States has been immigrants. And it's just shifted over the years which immigrants we're going to hate now. For a while, it was Italians. For a while, it was Irish. And now we've moved on to, oh, no, we hate people who come from, African countries and Middle Eastern countries. Those are the real evil ones, or China or something. More than 50 police officers were injured in that outbreak of violence on Tuesday after false reports spread that the suspect in the stabbing at the dance class was an asylum seeker who had recently arrived in Britain. Nope. It was a teenage British kid born in Wales. This is, someone said, no idea how all this fury happened across Britain yesterday. And then they posted, for those of you listening to the podcast, posted a ton of front page headlines, mainly, I think they're all from the Daily Mail, front page headlines that are all anti-immigrant. Fury over plot to let 1.5 million Turks into Britain. 4,000 foreign murderers and rapists we can't throw out. UK Muslims helping jihadis. Migrant numbers hit new records. Like, these are all front page articles, basically whipping up a fervor of anti-immigrant fervor in Britain. And guess what? When you whip up an anti-immigrant fervor, you get an anti-immigrant fervor. Isn't that funny?